Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to Sufa Intellectual School. How are you all? I hope you will be fine. I will start my lecture with the name of Almighty Allah through a dua. Kindly recite dua with me. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma. Rabbi zidni ilma. Rabbi zidni ilma. It means, "O Allah, increase my knowledge." This is your science period and lecture number 3. Today we will going to read our unit number 1, Living Things. And in this we will going to do the reading of our chapter number 2, Life Cycle of a Plant. So we have to do the reading of page number 15 and 16, and then I will explain the topics, and at the end I will give you the homework. So my topics for today that I'm going to discuss with you are that first I will give you the overview of our previous lecture, that what we have learned in our previous lecture. First I'm going to tell you about that. Then I will going to tell you different methods of seed dispersal, like seed dispersal through birds and animals, seed dispersal through insects, seed dispersal through water, and in the end, seed dispersal through wind. So let's see what we have learned in our previous lecture. Well, previously I told you that what is the life cycle of a plant, but what actually life cycle shows us. It basically shows how a plant grows, changes, and makes new plants. I also told you about the stages of a plant. There are 5 main stages: seed, seedling, young plant, adult plant, and fruit. So these are the main stages that I told you, and I told you about all the stages. The first is the seed, because the life of many plants start with the seed, and when you get the right conditions, it means you are getting proper sunlight, water, and air, then that seed will turn into a seedling, and that process is called germination. Seedling is basically a new plant, so it has 2 main parts: root and the shoot. Root is that part which is under the ground, and shoot is that part which is above the ground. It contains leaves and plants, leaves and stems. So this young plant basically, when starts to grow, or you can say develop leaves, then those leaves starts to make its own food, because as you know, plants are called the producers because they make their own food. So basically their process of making food is called photosynthesis, and they require 3 main things to make their food, that is sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water. So after the young plant, an adult plant, young plant grows into an adult plant. So it has flowers also. Flowers start to grow on it. The stamen makes pollen and the pollination occurs. A flower starts to make the seed. So basically here we have the process of pollination. So pollination is occurred mostly by the butterflies. So once the seeds are formed, petals fall off, the pistil becomes big and changes into a fruit. Now we have the fruit, the last stage. And here the seeds are basically enclosed in this fruit. And from there, the seeds start to scatter, disperse in the soil again through different methods, and the life cycle of a plant starts again. So today I'm going to tell you about the different methods of seed dispersal. So let us do the reading first. I'm opening my book. Kindly all of you open your books. Come to page number 15. So this is your page number 15. I'm starting the reading. You have to listen it carefully, okay? How seeds disperse. Let's look at the different ways seeds are dispersed. Seed dispersal through birds and animals. Seeds are dispersed through birds and animals. Some birds and insects carry seeds from one place to another. As in the case of this image, the ants are taking the seed from one place to the other place. And seeds are also dispersed through animals. How? Many animals also help in seed dispersal. The seeds stick to the animal's fur. So basically the seed is sticking to the animal's fur when they are very near to the flowers and then carried to other places. So this is how the seeds are dispersed through animals, birds, and insects. Now, the seed dispersal through water. Seeds can also be dispersed through oceans or rivers. Seeds of plants that grow near water fall into the water. The water waves carry the seeds far away from their parent plants. As in the case of this image, this coconut, we have a coconut plant and this coconut fruit is going away from its parent plant because of the water waves. Now, the last method, seed dispersal through wind. When you blow on a dandelion, what happens? See, we are blowing it. So what's happened? The seeds are dispersing. Similarly, wind disperses seeds from one place to another. So let's talk about these methods in a little bit detail. Okay. So our first method is seed dispersal through birds and animals, as we have done the reading in the book. So some birds and animals carry seeds from one place to another. I told you how the birds and the animals are carrying the seeds. Okay, so you can also see in the image how this bird is carrying the seeds with himself and going from one place to another. And in the other image, if you see how this seed is getting attached to the skin of the sheep, and in this way the seeds are dispersed from one place to another. So this is a very simple way, the seed dispersal through birds and animals. Now the seed dispersal through insects. Some insects carry seeds from one place to another, as we have seen the image in our book also. Same is the case with this image, that the ants are taking those seeds from one place to the other place. So now I'm going to tell you the seed dispersal through wind, how it happens. So wind also disperses the seeds from one place to another. How? In case of, if you see in the case of dandelion, or when we have a very heavy wind. So in this case, as these fruits are containing the seeds itself. So basically, when because of this heavy wind, the fruits will fallen off. So some of the seeds will scattered in the soil, and from there the plants starts to grow again. If you see in the other image, this is the dandelion, and it's all you can say the flower. You can say it will, the seeds of this dandelion will disperse because of the wind, and it will disperse in everywhere. So it will scatter into the soil, and from where the plants again start to grow. So this is how the wind carries the seeds from one place to another place. Now come to our last method, that is seed dispersal through water. So seeds of plants basically that grow near the water, like this coconut plant, it's growing near the water, ocean water, that fall into the water. The water waves carry the seeds far away from the parent plant.